Good morning, and welcome to More Moments with Jesus, October 9th, 2018. Today, we have something we can practice. We can practice it for the glory of Jesus, and that is no complaints today, no matter what. We have to watch and listen at ourselves as we walk through this world with Him and try to catch ourselves if we are complaining about something, our circumstances, or something that's happening around us, to ourselves or to anybody else around us. No complaining. That is not pleasing to the Lord. Okay. Think about this. It seems like an easy request, but it's difficult to do. First, you have to practice it, just like practicing anything else. The more you do it, the better you become at it. If it be music, baseball, cooking, whatever. If you practice, at first, you may not do too well. Okay. If it's baseball, you may strike out a lot. But if you keep practicing, you'll begin to hit the ball. That's a proven fact. That's happened with many people. You see, we're in human form, so we're flawed right off the bat. So we shouldn't complain. Now, if you just can't stop yourself from complaining about something, don't complain about anything to yourself or to people around you. Take your complaint to Jesus. Right. Talk to Him. Say, Lord, that person really upset me. I think they should be, doing this and they're not, and I'm really upset about that. But you're talking to Jesus. You're not talking to the person that's drawing your upsetment out of you, because your words might hurt them. They could be wrong. They could be doing, you may have a legitimate right to complain. But Jesus wants you to practice today, not to complain to them or to yourself about your circumstances. If you stub your toe and there's a lot of pain comes into your mind, don't complain. Turn to Jesus and say, thank you, Jesus. Changes that whole situation from pain and aggravation to total relief because you gave it to Jesus. The Bible tells us to leave our problems and our cares and our woes at the foot of the cross. He carried his while he was here in human form all the way through to the cross. He left them all right there. We must do the same thing. And you have to make your mind aware of doing this. So you've got to watch the circumstances that come in your life today and every day. But today, just today. Just don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow belongs to Him. Totally different set of circumstances tomorrow. But today, whatever comes into your life, don't complain about it. And I've been trying, and I have to thank Him right off the bat today, because I've been trying to get this process of getting videos up much quicker and easier so I can do one each and every day. They'll be shorter, and that's okay. I used to make them an hour. Well, for my public broadcasts, I do have to make it an hour, but I can take a lot of these short ones and just patch them together, and it will be like a collage of daily days with Jesus. Most important thing we can ever do while we're stuck in this flesh body, in this flesh life, is to spend all our time while we're here and doing things with Jesus. Bring him into everything in your life. Everything. I know it's not easy. I have the same, we tend to get distracted by the flesh life. Very easy. A lot of temptations. It doesn't mean that you sit and do nothing, although that, as long as you're doing nothing with Jesus, that's a good thing. The story of Martha and Mary in the Bible, the way it is. Okay? So, no complaining today. And when you catch yourself, you might complain, but if you catch yourself, stop complaining, walk away from the situation, apologize to Jesus, and say, thank you, Lord, for pointing out that I was complaining. And I'm practicing today not to complain about anything. And I know you can do it. He knows you can do it because he's right there to help you. I've got to try to do that today. And a little less you get into conversations with things, you're still going to see things happening. You might see two people arguing and you're with somebody and you'll say, oh, look at that. They shouldn't be arguing. Look at that. Don't say that. Because you'd be complaining. You're not complaining to them because you're just watching them. You're complaining to the one sitting next to you, which puts a negative point in their day. But if silently in your mind, without saying a word to the person sitting next to you, you say, I'll just say it out loud, but you can just think this, Lord, could you help those two people arguing? I hate to see people argue. And if it be your will, then help them stop arguing. Thank you, Jesus. Very simple. Never had to vocalize them. You just said it in your mind. And as always, I say, you have to pray ceaselessly. Ceaselessly. That means never stop praying. Because really, what I just said silently inside my mind was a prayer. Because my mind was connected to Jesus. So you're in prayer with Jesus. And silently, as you walk around today, while you're picking up your children from school, while you're in shopping for things in the market, you can do both. You can pray. Our Father, silently, who art in heaven, holy be thy name. Thy kingdom come. So you can say that over and over and over. And you'll be amazed as you practice it and continue trying to do that continuously all day. Now, there'll be times when you have to concentrate on something else. And Jesus knows that. But he so appreciates when you get to a point where you don't have to concentrate too heavily on something else, or somebody doesn't ask you a direct question, that you take time to pray to him. And even if someone does ask you a direct question, before you answer that person, try to silently say in your mind, Lord, would you interpret this conversation for me? And then answer the person's question. But it won't be you, because you already asked the Lord to answer it. And he'll give that person the correct answer. And these things take real practice. Because they're happening so quickly. It's hard. This is not easy stuff. But it's so important for your spiritual growth. Okay, brothers and sisters, love, joy, and peace. God loves you.